Guys, every day that passes by, Sabitzer gives me a reason as to why I should love him more and more to be signed permanently at Manchester United. He has issued a warning to Liverpool, and it's a serious one. Moreover, the winning mentality in his head is out of this world. This is what you get when you're having players who are really good like Sabitzer into the dressing room. Amidst all players available, this guy has a different attitude altogether. If him and Casemiro can really get some minutes together in this game of Liverpool, I believe their winning attitude and mentality is way up the average scale. Welcome to United Matters channel. Rokan David is my name, and we are talking the Glazers, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Sheikh Jassim, that is the Qataris, given green light, and obviously the takeover step of selling United is taking its second phase. And obviously we are discussing Trent Alexander-Arnold again, as he came out yesterday and talked about Rashford. He has again today this morning issued a statement about Rashford, viewing the Carabao Cup final, and obviously United losing 4-0 to Brentford. A result that many people thought we are not going to return back or to make a comeback, but obviously we are back like never before. That shows you that we are really a team that Liverpool is afraid of, because they are so much paying a lot of attention to every detail as it stands right now. It shows you how much Erik ten Hag has turned down the situation into this level of being thought about as the biggest team in this fixture. And I think smash the like button, guys. Comment and share. It's a Sunday. If you've gone to church, welcome back. If you're planning to go in the evening, go and sing praise to the Lord. If at all you're like me who prays from home, do your job, because God is everywhere and He can listen to you. If at all you are a Muslim, you know what to do. And I respect all the religions and all the faith that are in the world. Now, today is a big day. We all know that we're taking on Liverpool at Anfield. Though yesterday I climaxed the day with the story of Raphael Varane being doubtful for the game of Liverpool, and today morning we've just gotten in a story that even Jadon Sancho and Luke Shaw are going to undergo a late fitness test, of which I believe Ten Hag is going to force these players on the field of play. He needs them there. Why? His next fixtures are not all that hard. Do you know what? We are hosting Rio Betis. At Old Trafford. That is our next fixture. It's going to be played on a Thursday. That can be handled by any of the players available. I don't think that if at all you can beat Barcelona, Rio Betis can be one of those teams to come in and really shock you. Then we are hosting Southampton on Sunday. That is next Sunday next week. Then after that, we play away at Rio Sociedad. You know that very well. And the game of Brighton and United was supposed to be played onto the 19th. That is Sunday. But I see here it's postponed. I don't know why, but everything looks like we will have to go ahead and really play some good games. And we'll only return. All right. It's postponed because you're going to play an FA Cup quarter-final match. That's it. Again, it's a side known as Fulham at Old Trafford. So we'll return on the 2nd of April later. So these games, Fulham, Rio Betis twice, and Southampton, I think the rest of the squad can go ahead and really do with them. Even if Shaw, Sancho, Varane away, we can get ourselves through these games, and I think nothing can stop us. That's why Ten Hag is going to force these players on the field of play today, because this fixture is important. We beat Liverpool. That means we would have closed down on City and Arsenal. Do you know why? All these teams have to play Liverpool. Man City has to host Liverpool, I think in like 2-3 matches from now. Arsenal has to pay a visit to Anfield. So, you lose to Liverpool today, we are out of the title conversation race. That's it. Now, Sabitzer, here he is, and he said, he was talking to the Manchester United TV, and he said the following, that I've never played at Anfield in front of fans, so I'm looking forward to it. I know it's a massive game for United, for the fans, for the club. We have to be ready and focused on Sunday. We want to win this game. Guys, look at that last statement. Wanting and willing and thinking, all those are different words. You get? But the emphasis in the word want means must. Want means must, meaning that we must win this game at Anfield. That is the character that him and Casemiro are bringing at this club with the likes of Rafael Varane. And that's why, however much Fred has been performing very, very well, if I'm Erik ten Hag, 100% go in for Sabitzer and I go in for Sabitzer and Casemiro. You know, such games are supposed to be win or won by your mentality, and who is having a very good mentality ahead of the other. We all know that player. It's Sabitzer, and Sabitzer is not a player who blows hot and cold. Fred blows hot and cold, and we need players who are fighters in this game. To me, I would have gone in for Sabitzer and Casemiro to start in that midfield. Then Freddy comes on as an impact substitution because of what he has shown us in the second half. But Sabitzer is talking about how massive this game is, and obviously he is ready and focused for the game today. That is Sabitzer for you, and he's not even worried about this fixture. He's just ready to go all out and beat them down. He continued to say, We have to win this game, and I think we have the strength and quality to beat Liverpool. That's it. I think even last season, we had players that can beat Liverpool, but the problem was we lacked a manager. But the manager came in through, put the dressing room back in order, and that's why the mentality is way up there. You know, knocking out Barcelona, winning the Carabao Cup, coming back in the midweek to beat West Ham is a signal that we are really in form to beat Liverpool, and the players are seeing it. You know, there are certain things that are just written all over the wall, and confidence is just in you that we are going there to get a win. And it's such a very good incident and occasion that these players are going to Anfield when we last lost a game. I don't know even when, against Arsenal away. It might have bad memories that we lost to Arsenal, but Sabitzer was not here, Casemiro was out. You get? So, I believe we are taking a game to Liverpool, and today is really going to be one of those days that are really going to be memorable. And I feel that 7 years of us being winless at Liverpool is coming to an end today. And guess what? Sabitzer said, this is the mentality I love about a player. He said, as you said, my first goal is coming closer and closer. I think it was a good shot against West Ham and good save as well. Hopefully today against Liverpool, I'll score my first one. Hear the mentality of the player. And for him, he can score in every angle. He can go for a long ranger. That is what we call the pulling the trigger from far. He can score a header. He can make a move into the midfield, into the box, and really goes in for color. He's a good finisher, provided a chance has been offered to him. That is Sabitzer. And he's talking about scoring up against Liverpool today. Now, when you have a player that thinks about scoring against Liverpool today, if I'm Erik ten Hag, I put him straight into the team. And this is why Ferguson went ahead to win very many trophies. He just studied the mode and mood of the player. He just went ahead and said, all right, according to his mood, let me put him into this game and go in and fight. The fighting spirit of Sabitzer deserves to start the game of Liverpool. But all I know is if he doesn't start, he will come in through and it's going to be very impactful. And even if he starts off the bench, he's an impactful player. Jurgen Klopp is a follower and disciple of the Bundesliga. He knows him. And whether he starts or he's on the bench, he's going to be worried. He's going to be among those players that he says, all right, he's a game changer. And believe me not, this guy is a game changer and he's going to go ahead and really do the needful. He got in some good minutes with Casemiro against West Ham and Newcastle. I think that can really help us in this beautiful game of football. If you are talking about defensive, he's a good defender. If you're talking about going forward, he is one of those players that, you know, has faced such situations. He has played in games against Bayern Munich. He has played against Manchester City. He has played in the biggest game in Germany, Bundesliga, Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund. Remember, he was at Bayern Munich for the previous 1.5 seasons. So he knows what this is all about. Playing in a stadium of 80,000 fans away from home, he's used to the situation and he knows all what it takes to win these games. That is Sabitzer, and sending a message out to Liverpool fans. It's not a message, by the way. He has sent a warning out. Now, Trent Alexander-Arnold, not yet done. Again today, he has really thrown in certain quotes about Manchester United versus Liverpool, and he was talking to the Merseyside football reporter known as Chris Bascombe. He told him that the start of the season when United lost to Brentford, how many people were saying, here we go again. Now, they are flying. It happens. That is why I'm not going to allow myself to go over-consumed with what has happened to us right now. So, he's trying to reflect or mirror the situation that Liverpool has been into for the previous very many games to that United was at the beginning of the season when we lost 2-0, 2-1 to Brighton and 4-0 to Brentford. And he's saying he can't consider that and put it into consideration as they're going to this game. So he's talking about their current form and obviously doing wonders. That is Trent Alexander-Arnold. But it shows you that Trent is paying so much attention to detail to Manchester United. Then he said it wouldn't matter whether I was up against Rashford and he has scored 10 goals in a row, or if he has only scored 10 over 2 seasons. You feel that threat out there and know you have to be at the top of your game to deal with it. So Trent is telling us that Rashford, whether he has scored in the last 10 games or he has not scored in any of those games, he's still a threat. He's one of those players that you have to present the best of your form to stop. And we all know that deficiency in Trent defensively is bad. So I don't know what the manager is going to do. Reason being, he used to play Gomez onto that right side, but Gomez got an injury, that is Angel Gomez, and now he's left with no option. He's going to play with Trent Alexander-Arnold, meaning that Konate needs to find himself in positions of really going that side to help Trent a lot. And that will call for people like Bruno Fernandes to go in for those spaces that will be left in there for you. So those line-breaking spaces might be used by Erik ten Hag to kill off a team known as Liverpool, because he knows that Konate is going to be so much hinged onto the right side to help this guy a lot. But that doesn't stop Rashford from skinning them. We saw Madrid put 5 past them, and you know what they did? It was just a counter-attacking game. And I think when it comes to counter-attack and hitting teams on the break, we are one of the generals and good at that. Then lastly, for Trent Alexander-Arnold, this goes ahead to really show us the bad blood between United and Liverpool. He said, I watched the Carabao Cup finale, but as soon as United were getting ready for the trophy lift, I turned off. I thought there is no way I'm watching that, knowing they lifted that trophy. It burns. Oh yeah, it definitely burns. Now, if you are a fan of United outside there and you don't know the biggest rivalry in English football, then refer to this statement made by Trent Alexander-Arnold that watching the game is okay, seeing United winning is okay, but lifting that trophy that Liverpool won last season, it hurted him. It hurted him. Being a player who grew up at Liverpool, he knows all what Liverpool is all about. You can't love Manchester United. You can't love Manchester United. And me, I cannot love Liverpool. That's it. So, as it stands, he switched off his TV because he thought that it was not worth watching. That's the beef. That's the beef. And that's why this game is really huge and it's really having a lot of publicity all over the world. And it might break records of viewership all over the world, according to me, because it comes in the situation that at least Liverpool is back to where they're supposed to be, have won 3 out of their last 4 games in the Premier League. They've not conceded a goal. And United is really trying to win every game. So, it last happened, by the way, in the history of football, I've never seen United meeting Liverpool when all of us we are on a high. Like when the world is really opening, when the world is eagerly waiting to see what is going to come out of that result. Now, Liverpool are really having good stars and United are having good stars. Yes? So, we can't wait to catch that fixture today because it's really going to be one of those that you wouldn't like to miss. Lastly, let's talk about the takeover of Manchester United. I know very many of you have been calling in to me asking me, Rokani, what's all about the takeover? Now, we've been told by Simon Stone, United correspondent for the BBC, he has told us that the potential sale of Manchester United is set for its next phase, with a series of meetings to be held over the next fortnight, with the candidates moving into the second phase of the process. Now, we are into the second phase of the process, and obviously the candidates are going to hold a meeting in a fortnight from now. A fortnight, those are 2 weeks, and they're expected to come to Old Trafford with their representatives to discuss the takeover of Manchester United. Now, Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim bin Ahmed Al Thani have the green light from the Glazers to enter more serious negotiations to buy Manchester United. That is James Docker, a United correspondent for The Telegraph. Now, looks like the Glazers have finally given up and they are willing to sell the club. That is good news to Manchester United fans because we want this club sold. We want it sold, but who do we want it to be sold to? I think it should be Qatari, because they are the only 2 people left. When you look at Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's not willing to take the majority of the club. But a man known as Sheikh Jassim of Qatari Investments, he's willing to take over the club of United fully. He wants to buy the 69% shares that the Glazers are having in the club that are valued at 6 billion. Then he will go on and really sort out the 31% shareholders for the club of Manchester United and buy them off. That is the Qataris. So that's the latest update, and I know more are yet to come about the takeover, but we are doing well and we can't wait for him to take over the club of Manchester United. He has promised to build a £2 billion stadium, invest a lot into the city of Manchester, and obviously do the needful coming in from the 992 foundation that is willing to take over Manchester United. Your thoughts on to Sabitzer issuing Liverpool warning are welcome in the comment section below. Then Trent Alexander-Arnold hinting out the United threat. And obviously, what do you think about the takeover as it takes itself into the second phase of a gear that we are all waiting for, to see to it that we needed, to see to it that United is gotten out of the hands of the stingy Glazers to the wealthy people that are willing to spend a lot of money and make this club and take this club back to where it belongs. I sign out for now. See you later, and may the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto our channel. I'm out.